You are welcome to my show, Jeff Owolewa TV. Today, we are going to be talking about the most outstanding qualities that makes Dr. King Saheed Osupa different from the other Fuji icons we have in Nigeria. Let me rephrase. On the show today, we are going to be celebrating Dr. King Saheed Osupa's musical artistry. We are going to be talking about the qualities that makes him different, the qualities that makes him unique from the rest of the Fuji musicians we have in the industry. Number one, Dr. King Saheed Osupa is one of the most lyrically inclined Fuji musicians ever. He's the only Fuji icon that has been able to put to bed 4-in-1 album, Mr. Music, that was released in the year 2008. The only Fuji musician that has been able to record a 4-in-1 album. Lyrically, if you listen to that Mr. Music album, it is very, very loaded till tomorrow. Now, let us move on to the next factor. If you check his educational background, with a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Ibadan, that makes him one of the most educated Fuji musicians we have in the industry. Now, if you look around you, if you check the trends, if you check the digital world, facts and figures have been able to tell us that Dr. King Saheed Osupa is the most followed Fuji musician online. He's got about 834,000 followers on Instagram. He's got about 391, followers on TikTok, and he's got about 1.7 million followers on Facebook. Yes, if you put into consideration, these statistics and figures, you will realize that he is one of the most followed Fuji musicians we have in the game right now. Then, if you check the trends, I don't want to say he is the most trending Fuji musician right now, but it is because it is very debatable, it is very arguable. But the thing is, if you look around you, check your TikTok, check your Instagram, check your Facebook, the music, the Fuji music that people, online audience are gravitating towards are songs from Dr. King Saheed Osupa's albums. Now, when you look at Joko Sibe, you will realize that, Dr. King Saheed Osupa is the most trending Fuji musician we have right now. If you look at Bure Diwao and a lot of other songs that people are, miming to, people are making videos to every time on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, that makes him the most followed Fuji musician, and that makes him about the most trending Fuji musicians right now. You get. So now, if you proceed and check the other factors, like is Dr. King Saheed Osupa is even the only Fuji musician that attended Maso Yimbo program, that popular Maso Yimbo program. Is the only Fuji musician that attended that program that was able to answer the 10 questions correctly. That is another mileage, because if you check that program, you realize that if you are not actually intellectually inclined, if you are not really intelligent, you cannot go to that program and score 10 over 10, just like Dr. King Saheed Osupa did on that program. Do you get? So let me move on to another factor that makes him very, very unique from the rest. Another thing I want to put into cognizance in this discussion is his acting ability. If you look around you, out of all the Fuji musicians, the only Fuji musician that is highly regarded as the best actor from the Fuji industry will be King Dr. Saheed Osupa, no doubt. As a crossover actor from the Fuji music industry, he is regarded as the best. We have seen a lot of movies that he has done, he has featured in. I am a living witness to what Dr. King Saheed Osupa is capable of doing on a movie set, because I have had the opportunity to work with him a couple of times on a movie location. I saw a show that Dr. King Saheed Osupa was performing on online. He said something about bloggers. See, let me tell you something. See, blogging does not mean that people should be condescending. Blogging does not mean that you should be stamping down on people's talent. Blogging does not mean that you should be creating, division between people in the industry. Do you get? There are a lot of things you can do as a journalist. If you check the latest initiative of Dr. King Saheed Osupa about Fuji music camp, yeah, those are the areas, those are the avenues a journalist can explore. Do you get? We should be able to help. We in the media should be able to, help to project the good things they are doing in the industry. I understand the fact that a little competition is good for the game. I understand. And Fuji music, to some extent, is about you have to do a lot of braggadocio if you are in the Fuji music industry, because that is to some extent, that is one of the qualities of being a Fuji musician. I understand. And a little, competition is good for the game, as long as it is, it is rational. By the time it is getting irrational, and by the time the people in the media are making it, a warlike situation, that is what I don't personally support. So now, if you check this latest initiative that Dr. King Saheed Osupa has been able to do, Fuji Music Camp is actually an initiative that, will support a lot of, talented upcoming Fuji musicians. As long as you are talented, as long as you feel like you have the flair to sing Fuji music, and you don't have the background, you don't have the resources to make it happen, I understand it can, it can be very, very tedious, because Fuji music is not like hip hop, Afrobeat, that you just go to the studio, you record a demo, and you start miming the demo at every shows you go. No, Fuji music goes beyond that. Fuji music is a cultural representation of we, the Yoruba people. So we hold it in a very high esteem. We don't joke with it. Do you get? Because Fuji music is about the indigenous music that is still in motion right now. So people like us, we would not fold our hands and let it go into extinction. I've always been talking about it, and I've always been an ardent, advocate of the legacy of Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister. That's why I always say in most of my videos that Fuji icons should come together and celebrate the legacy of Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister. We should make it a yearly event, just like they do with Felabration, celebrating the legacy of Fela Anikulapo Kuti. We see the leverage. We see what they are doing with it. We should be doing the same thing. This is, we're already in June. We have another 6 months to go. I expect Fuji icons to come together and do something solid towards that. Because if you ask some of them, they will tell you that the people with the resources are not really, ready for it now. That's why people like us in the media, we are pushing for that thing to happen. And two things that will not make Fuji music to go into extinction. Number one, let us celebrate the legacy of Dr. Sikiru Ayinde Barrister yearly. Number two, the new Fuji musicians, because aside from the legends, aside from, King Dr. Saheed Osupa, Alhaji Wasiu Alabi Pasuma, Oluwaye, K1 the Ultimate, Igwe Remi Aluko, Malaika, and Tai Currency, and a host of those great Fuji musicians. We need to begin to see the new crop of Fuji musicians, coming up on the internet. We need this. Just like I said the other time, Fuji music is an intellectually inclined musical genre. So if you are not really, capable intellectually, you cannot really do Fuji music. It's not a lazy musical genre. Do you get? Because for you to play Fuji music, you need to play with a band. You will need like a band. You will need the drummer, the sakara drummer, you will need the omele drummer, you will need the set drummer, you will need the guitarist, you will need the backup vocalist. You will need a lot of things comes with singing Fuji music. It is not just going to one digital studio, recording a song and be singing the demo, miming on the demo. No, Fuji music is a live, musical genre. You need to perform live. Do you get to a particular audience with a particular band? Do you get? So it takes a lot. And according to the information we are getting, they said this initiative will be, will be coming up every six months. They are now calling on all the talented, up and coming Fuji musicians. If you know that you got what it takes, you can actually, approach, check it online. It's online. All the information you need to participate is there. Do you get? Contact them. You can participate. When you participate, that Fuji music camp is actually a platform, created by Dr. King Saheed Osupa to help the up and coming Fuji musicians. Did you get? So in that camp, according to the information we are getting, the food will be free. Even the form will be free. And in that camp, they will have a lot of producers, coming into that camp, a lot of percussionists coming into that camp to help fulfill the potentials of up and coming Fuji musicians. So, ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sọ ní Yorùbá, ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ pé o ní talent Fuji music, opportunity rẹ̀ fún ẹ láti excel, láti láti show talent tó ní. Ẹ lọ sí online, number yẹn wà ńbẹ̀, everything wà ńbẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti type Fuji music camp by Dr. King Saheed Osupa, ẹ máa rí ńbẹ̀, ẹ apply, ẹ try láti lọ kẹ́ lọ show talent yín. This is what we have been, campaigning for. This is what we have been actually advocating for, for quite a while now, that the legendary Fuji musicians we have now need to create platforms that will help the up and coming Fuji musicians that are coming. People that does not have the resources. In that camp, everything is free. All you have to do is apply and go there, showcase your talent. If you really have what it takes, they will give you the platform to maximize your full potential. Do you get? So if you think you really have it, this is an opportunity for you guys, to make it. This is what I have been campaigning for. This is what I have been, advocating for. So these are the initiatives that will make Fuji music, to be popping. Do you get? If Dr. King Saheed Osupa could come up with this initiative, I'll be expecting other Fuji legends to do something like this. I'll be expecting them to create, platforms like this that can help up and coming Fuji musicians. This is one of those things that our Fuji legends can do to help sustain Fuji music. You understand? The longevity of Fuji music is what we are advocating for. And this initiative right here is, is highly commendable. Kudos to King Dr. Saheed Osupa for coming up with this idea. And I heard that they have done something like that, like 6 months ago. So now another one is about to, happen now. And just like they told us, they said this initiative, this Fuji music camp will be happening every six months. You see what I'm saying? This is really, really commendable. Thank you so much for this, Dr. King Saheed Osupa, for doing this. I really appreciate. And this is one of those outstanding qualities that makes Dr. King Saheed Osupa different from the other Fuji musicians. Do you get? So another thing I saw recently, there was this show they did in Ibadan. It was there to support, three of his mentees, three of his proteges. Yeah, I made a video, to project those guys, and we are still going to do more. We in the media, these are the things we should be doing. We shouldn't really focus on the controversies, in the Fuji music industry. We should be, channeling our energies, our platforms, to project the artistry of Fuji music. That is what we should be doing. That is what I am all out to do, basically. So these are some of the factors that makes Dr. King Saheed Osupa different from the rest of the Fuji icons. If you know that I am missing out on some points that I did not mention in this video, some points, some factors that makes Dr. King Saheed Osupa different from the other Fuji music legends, let me know in the comment section so we can rub minds and share ideas, because no man is definitely an island, you get. But on this my program, I always love to come up with my own analysis. I want my analysis to be impeccable and unbiased. That is what I always, love to do every time. Jeff Obolewa is my name. And if you know that you have not really subscribed to my channel, Jeff Owulewa TV, I beg you in the name of God, please subscribe to my channel and smash that notification bell. So when my next video is popping up, you'll be the first to see it. God bless you for watching my videos. God bless you for dropping those beautiful comments. I love you guys. Holla.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notification button.